Good morning, class. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today? Good. Okay, ako rin naman good. Okay, so are you ready for another exciting chemistry day? Yes. So bago tayo mag-umpisa, let me check your attendance first by group. Please tell me kung may absence sa inyo. Group 1, how's your attendance? Complete. 2? Complete. 3? Complete. 4? Complete. About group 5? Complete. Okay tayo. Kompleto. Okay. So we start with an activity. Okay, our activity is guess the gibberish. Okay. So paano natin gagawin ito? Elise, can you read the instructions?
Guess the gibberish. Read the group of unrelated words and solve them into real words, phrases before time runs out.
Number 1. Okay. So, let me have Alina.
Lone pair.
Okay, lone pair. Tama kaya? Yes. Okay, there with Alina. Let's have next. What about this? Anyone from group 4? Kiana? What's our word here? Polar band. Polar band kaya? Yes. So let's have the list of the words later. Let's have gibberish number 3. Ay, wala pa. Sorry. This is the group of words. Alicia? Electronegativity? Ano ba yan, Christine? Yes. Confirmed ba yun, Arturo? Yes na yes daw. It's electronegativity. So that's very good. Next, gibberish number 4. Dito naman tayo kay Maria. Non-polar bond. Pero pag pinasa mo parang nakakaano, no? But that's non-polar bond. Last na to. Nakuha ko sa likod. Gusto ko recite ni Marian. Molecular geometry. Is that correct? Group 1. Yes. So may kumontra that this is molecular geometry. Wala. Okay. So these are all actually terms that you have already met. Tama ba? In our previous lessons, but we will be going through all of these key terms again as we proceed with our new lesson. So again, let's read them aloud. Each word. We start with the first one, lone pair.
Lone pair.
Next.
Polar bond.
Next.
Electronegativity.
Next.
Non-polar bond.
And finally,
Molecular
geometry. O, palakpakan naman natin ang ating mga kasunod. Okay, so moving on, we can proceed with our lesson. Let me show you this illustration. What do you see here? Anyone tell me? What do you see here? Tayo na. Hey, Marion. Actually, you're seeing here a combination or a mixture of oil and water inside a glass. Okay. So, can you describe what you see again here, Shane? Anong meron dito?
The oil and water happens because of polarity and compatibility.
Okay, so meron siyang nabanggit doon. So, napansin niya na hindi nagsama si oil and water in this illustration. Okay, so tutungan natin yan. Scientifically, what do you think is the explanation behind water not mixing with oil? Let's use what we know, what we previously know. Any explanation? Fatima?
Ma'am, based on my observation po, water and oil doesn't mix and it stays separated because water is denser than oil po.
First, nasa taas si less dense, which is oil. Nasa bawang layer si water kasi nga Mas mabigat. Anything else? So very good, Fatima, that explanation. What about Christine?
Father and father don't mix because they have different molecular.
Okay, so Christine here is mentioning about properties, particularly on the molecular level. Okay, tama din. That's very good explanation. Now, we will be going to dig deeper into the explanation on this as we proceed with another topic, which is on molecular polarity. Tumugma si Christine with that term there in the molecular level. Pero, on polarity tayo. So ready ba tayo to know more about molecular polarity? Yes! And let's do that first with our OOTD. Ano ba OOTD natin ngayon? Ano ang OOTD natin sa ating mga lingwahe? Outfit of the day. But let's have this now related to every lesson. That's our objectives of the day. Okay, so let's read our objectives. Can I have Kate? Please read the first objective.
Explain the concept of molecular polarity in terms of bond polarity and molecular geometry.
Okay, so what else are we expected to learn today? Ray? Okay, and finally, sa pinaka-importante parte na dapat natin marunong lagi, Gail.
Elaborate effective range groups to analyze and compare molecule models.
Okay, so meron tayong cooperative learning today. So we will collaborate in order to learn better. Okay, so gusto na. Tugtungan ulit natin ito with another activity which we will call mix or clash. Okay, so mabibigyan tayo. First station. Oh, I have already labeled each station here. That will be station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4, and station 5. Kung mapapansin nyo, may mga nilagay na ako sa inyong stations sa particular liquids. Dalawang liquids yan in separate beakers. So station 1 will have water, and the other beaker contains vinegar. Water and oil is station 2, water and gasoline for 3. Station 4, you need to have there, please verify, do you have oil and vinegar there? Okay, and station 5, we have oil and gasoline. Okay tayo? And of course, some other apparatuses. Okay, so what do you need to do here? So, you will have the mixture. Have your test tubes there. So, get a particular amount, just enough to see or to serve something in there. Magaluin natin. Station 1, water and vinegar, and the rest. Okay. And then, swirl the container gently. Swirling nyo. Try to mix them. Okay, kindly find dyan sa inyong stations yung paper na ito where you will be indicating your observations at the last column. Just indicate if they mix completely or they separate into layers. Each of you, all members of the group, will move to the next station. Let's do this clockwise. Station 1 goes to 2, and then 2, 5, 3, until all of you have gone through all the stations and be back to your own station. Okay, did you get it? Yes! Yes, okay. So 1 minute starts on your own station. Okay? When you hear this bell ring, you need to proceed to the next station. Bringing with you, of course, your hand sheet or your worksheet. Okay. Of course, your secretary will be holding that sheet at siya't maglalagay ng data. Okay? is between make sure you are verifying the labels versus your activity sheet. Step no, they were happy to represent. Yes, we're okay? Okay, so are we ready now to share our observations? All groups? Okay. So, per group, we will share your observation taking original station. So, see group 1, you have with you water and Vanguard. Okay, so tell me your observation. Did they mix together or did they separate into layers? And we share again another scientific explanation for this. Bakit? Are we ready? Okay, para walang lugi sa inyo ngayon, let me have one particular member from your group. Okay, so you have 1 minute, mag-usap kayo on how you're going to deal with this. To report what happened, your observation, and your explanation, bakit nangyari yan? Why did they separate, and why? Again, did they mix? Okay? And please assign a number for each of your group members. Group leader, you will be number 1, then pakibigyan ng numero ang bawat isang member ninyo. So you're 6 in each group. So you will have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Para, let's choose. Sino kaya sa mga members ninyo ang magsasalita? So, let's have Elisha, group leader, the number 1, is present to class in Panalanga. Okay? Okay, nagamit na yung molecular polarity. Okay, to water and vinegar. Dahil daw sa molecular polarity, the same. Okay, let's see. Tingnan natin yan mamaya. For group 2, doon pala, si group 2, sorry. Yeah, there. What's your mixture? Water and oil.
From our observation, from mixing water and oil, they separate into layers because of the density of water is denser than the oil. So the water is below the oil.
Okay. Tanggap niyo ba yung explanation niya? Okay naman, so tama naman talaga yun. Oil is less dense than water. What about you, group 3? Dito tayo, pakakita ka rin yung 1 and 5.
Our mixture contains water and gasoline. As i-observe ko na hindi ko nag-mix yung water and gasoline. And conclude ko na magkaiba po kasi yung molecular properties na identity. That's why they separated into layers.
Okay, so si water and gasoline now. Let me go back to my slide. From station 3. Water and gasoline, they clash. Sabi niya, hindi nag-mix. I-check ang inyong mga observations. Are you consistent with what they have presented? Yes. Yung grupo ang nakakita na nag-mix yung water and gasoline. Wala? Okay. So let's move to station 4 from group 4. What do you have there? What happened to the mixture of oil and vinegar?
Based on our observation of mixing oil and vinegar, we noticed that vinegar is like water. Vinegar is way denser than oil, while oil is less denser and as it is less compact, unlike vinegar, because in vinegar mas tightly compacted with the molecules compared to sa oil because yung structure po niya is separated po siya.
Okay, were you able to observe the change? There is an obvious separation between the layer of the oil and the vinegar. All groups? Okay, so very good tayo dyan. What about number 5? Your mixture of oil and gasoline.
So, our group, the group 5 station 5 is oil and gasoline. So, we noticed that nag-mix po sila together because I think they have po the same density and also I did po nag-advance po ako and I noticed that they are both non-polar po. So, and both non-polar mix together po.
Oh! Ang galing naman ni Prince. Advanced reading daw siya. That's very good. So, nabanggit na niya ang isang keeper natin kanina, non-polar. Oh, nabanggit na siyang polarity. So, groups 1 to 4, did you have the same observation as that of group 5 on the mixture of oil and gasoline? Yes. They mix together. Okay. So, nag-enjoy ba tayo dito sa mix and clash na to? So, we'll have more of this portion. Balikan natin to later. Pero unahin muna natin tingnan kung ano nga pa sinasabi sa atin ng molecular polarity. Okay, so on screen now is our definition for molecular polarity. Can you read the definition to class, for the whole class? Okay.
Molecular polarity, the given distribution of electric charge across a molecule creating a positive and a negative end, a dipole.
Okay, so binanggit dito, uneven distribution of positive and a negative charge. Creating a particular, may key term na naman tayo dito na mas na-explain natin later on, that is a dipole. pole. Okay, so moving on, to determine molecular polarity, we have factors to consider. Okay, so let's have the first factor. Trisha, can you share to class the first factor?
The polarity of the bonds between atoms, which can be studied based on electronegativity.
Okay, so first factor is bond polarity. Ang magiging basis natin should be electronegativity. Okay, so lumalabas na yung ating mga key terms kanina and how they will be related together. And next one, aside from bond polarity, we also need to look into another factor which is molecular geometry. Okay, fresh pa sa inyo itong term na to kasi katatapos lang natin ng lesson on this. And that is, the molecular geometry or shape of a molecule is determined by one particular theory in chemistry, which is the VSEPR theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Okay, so we move. A little brief on. We have different types of bonds. Can you name one type of bond that you can remember? Marian?
Covalent bond.
Covalent bond is one. Meron pa kami pang klase ng bond, okay? Ionic bond is another type of bond. What's the difference between an ionic bond and a covalent bond, Anan?
Sa ionic bonds po, transferring of electrons, while covalent bonds po ay sharing of electrons.
Okay? So doon na yung ating mga important words. Ionic means there is a transfer of electrons, and for covalent bond to form, there should be sharing of electrons. Okay, now under covalent bond, sharing can happen in two ways. That's why we also have two subtypes of covalent bond. What are those two types of covalent bonds? Okay, Arturo?
Non-polar and non-polar bond.
Okay, so we have polar and non-polar bond. Okay. Ano ulit ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang to in terms of sharing of electrons? What's the difference between a polar covalent bond and a non-polar covalent bond? Let me call some other things dito. Anyone from group 1? If you remember the difference between the two? Okay, can you help them, Elise?
Polar bond po is not equally distributed and yung non-polar po is equally distributed po.
Okay, so tumatang yung mga kaklase ni Elise. So, tama daw. So when we say polar covalent bond, what happens to the sharing? Equal or unequal sharing? There's unequal sharing of electrons, meaning, si non-polar covalent bond, there should be equal sharing of electrons. So we can now move and get particularity in terms of it being polar or non-polar covalent bond. It is being affected by a particular property of atoms, and that is electronegativity. You still remember what electronegativity is? Okay. So may tumatamo, merong hindi. May nakakaalala, merong hindi. O ipaalala natin through this illustration. Okay. Can you define again electronegativity out of this illustration? Itong nakikita natin dyan. Ariel?
Yung electronegativity po is the attraction of electrons po.
Okay, attraction daw ng electrons. Ano pang nakita natin here? We have a magnet. You have electrons in there. So, it's the attraction of electrons, or buuin natin yung kanyang definition. The electronegativity is actually a tendency tendency of an atom or the ability of an atom to attract electrons to itself, okay, or to form a bond. Okay. And when we say electronegativity, we have values for this. And take note, the higher the value, the better that atom attracts electrons. Okay. And take note also that whenever we take electronegativity differences, the difference between two atoms, then that will determine what type of bond will form. Okay. That depends on the electronegativity difference. Let's have this table here showing to us the different electronegativity values of every atom. You also have, I also gave you a copy on your workstation. If you want a digital copy, you can just scan there the code or nandun din yung ating link. Okay, so let's try. Kung alam natin, tignan nito. What's the electronegativity of boron? 2.0. Andon. What's the electronegativity of oxygen? 5. In there. Okay, what's the electronegativity of potassium? 0.8. Okay, so malinaw kung paano siya tingnan. So now, we proceed to this next table where it provides us the bracket of electronegativity differences and how to determine whether it's a polar or non-polar covalent bond present or simply an ionic bond. So if the difference on the electronegativity between two atoms is less than 0.5, then what type of bond is present? Should be non-polar. If it's 0.5 to 1.6, it should be polar bond. Anything higher than 1.6 or 1.7 or greater, definitely transfer na ng electrons ng ganyan natin. That will not be forming an ionic bond. Okay, you also have your references there on your workstations. Okay, moving on now, para mas maintindihan natin si polar covalent bond. Let's have two atoms here. We have hydrogen and Cl is chlorine. Okay, let's look into the electronegativity values for these two atoms. What's for hydrogen? 2.1. What's the electronegativity of chlorine? 3.0. So what's the difference? 0.9. Okay, so how do we classify this one? 0.9? That is a polar covalent bond. Okay, now this is what happens. Since chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen, then there will be separation of charges that shall happen. Okay. One will take a partially positive charge, the other one will have the negative partial negative charge. Which shall take the partial negative charge? Electrons have negative charges, therefore, the more negative atom shall take the partial negative charge. Meaning, low electronegativity or high electronegativity? High. Okay, so between hydrogen and chlorine, which shall have the partial negative charge? Chlorine. Okay, very good. So there is separation of charges. Next, for non-covalent bond, titingnan natin yung electronegativity differences between 0 to 0.4, a very small difference in electronegativity, or that's almost no difference at all. Again, going back to the definition of non-polar covalent bond, there should be equal sharing. So those two nonmetals should have at least the same electronegativity for them to share equally. Okay, so on this, the bonding between C and H, carbon and hydrogen. Tingnan nga natin, will this be polar or non-polar? What is the electronegativity of carbon? 2.5. What about for that of hydrogen again? 2.1. A difference of 0.4, leading us to what type of covalent bond? Non-polar. Okay, so any bonding is C and H. Always non-polar. Okay. So, that's the polarity of bonds. Okay. Malinaw sa atin nun? Sa ating first criteria or first factor affecting molecular polarity. Okay. Pero may next factor tayo. So, ang ating goal ngayon is to determine the polarity of the whole molecule. Okay. So, yun ang next natin. So, what about the polarity of the whole molecule? Umpisahan natin with dipole. So, dapat daw may dipole moment. A polar bond results in a dipole moment. Okay. Meron na tayong term kanina na dipole, right? And, nangyayari yan pag may separation ng charges. May partially positive, may partially negative, and isang molecule. Okay. But how do we determine the dipole moment? Okay. Meron tayo nag-draw actually. Every dipole moment is an arrow showing the direction of the electron pull. Okay. Alin ang mas malakas na nanghihila? Okay. Doon papunta dapat yung arrow. So the arrow points toward the more electronegative atom. Okay. And after having the Lewis structure, madaling ma-determine kung ano ang kanya molecular geometry. Because the molecular geometry will tell us kung ano ang shape ng molecule. Okay. Ano ba yung mga different shapes or molecular geometry na naaalala natin? Can you give me one shape? Alina? Linear. What do you have there in mind, Marian? Bend. Okay. Meron pa ba tayong naiisip for group 5, Joanna? Seesaw. Okay. What else? Daphne? Tetrahedral. And many more shapes. Okay. So the molecular shape will tell us whether dipoles cancel or not. Okay. So you have this in your station. Ito yung ginamit natin last time to determine shapes. Okay, so you have the central atom, then you have the surrounding atoms. Okay, and meron mang non-bonding pairs or what we call lone pairs, then tingnan natin dyan to determine the shape. Or we also have this list. Okay, maalala na natin? Yes, okay. So, key idea natin dito ngayon, that's why we need the Lewis structure so that we can determine the geometry or the shape, is because we need to relate this with symmetry. Okay. Pag narinig niyo ang term na symmetry, anong naaalala niyo? In other words, when you think of andyan, ang word is symmetry. Okay? Tayo kay Jason.
Equal.
Equal. What other words do you think of?
Balance. Balance.
Balance. Okay. So, equal, balance. Kung naisip nyo sa physics, there's the fourth, right? Balance, etc. Okay. So, tingnan natin. First key idea here is, if we have a symmetrical molecule na malalaman natin later out of its shape, okay, this indicates that the dipoles cancel. Meaning, we have a non-polar molecule. Okay, so samahin natin ha, symmetrical, cancelled ang dipoles, non-polar. Okay. Kunin ko yung term ni Jedrick, balance. Balanced. Balanced, symmetrical, they cancel. Forces cancel out pag balance. It knows physics. Okay? So, isipin natin yung para mas madaling maintindihan, non-polar. Otherwise, pag asymmetrical, unbalanced yung binigay na shape, the dipoles do not cancel. So there is a dipole moment, there is a net dipole. Okay? Meaning polar and polar yung molecule. Polar. Okay. Mas madaling isipin, balance, symmetrical, nag-cancel ang dipole, non-polar. Pag hindi, automatic, polar. Okay. Let's move. So, hindi lang dahil polar yung bond, ay masasabi na natin polar yung molecule. We have to proceed to determine first the geometry so we can see whether or not symmetry is present or not. Okay. So, to determine molecular polarity, we ask ourselves, una, are the bonds polar? Okay. If the bonds are not polar, meaning non-polar lahat ng bonds na nasa molecule, automatic you have a non-polar molecule. Okay. Pero kung it is a yes, may polar, kahit nag-iisang polar bond ang nag-i-exist doon sa buong molecule na yun, you have to proceed with number 2. What is that? Tanungin mo sa sarili mo. Dahil may polar bond present, is the molecular shape symmetrical. Kailangan mo malaman ang geometry niya. Determine shape. Okay. And if it's symmetrical, the dipoles cancel. And when the dipoles cancel, polar or non-polar molecule? Non-polar. Okay, but if the dipoles did not cancel, hindi siya symmetrical, it's asymmetrical, then the dipoles do not cancel, it's a polar molecule. Okay. So kung lahat ng bonds ay non-polar, stop ka na, non-polar na si molecule. If you were able to determine there is polar portion in there, then you proceed with the geometry and determine whether it's symmetrical or not. Okay, so let's have example number 1. CO2. What is the substance? Carbon dioxide. Okay. Naalala natin, ito ang Lewis structure ni carbon dioxide. Tama ba? Number 1, existing between oxygen and carbon on both sides. Okay. So may 3 steps tayo. Tanungin natin muna ang ating sarili. May polar bond ba dyan? Okay. So how do we determine the bond polarity again? We need what value? Electronegativity difference. Okay. So what's the electronegativity of oxygen again? Difference ng CO na to. 3.5 minus 2.5 is 1.0. Okay. And 1.0, does it give us a polar bond or a non-polar bond? This is a polar bond. Okay. So what's our answer for step 1? I said yes. Okay. So do we proceed? Polar yung bond. Sa step natin. Yes. Kailangan natin malaman ang susunod. Kung non-polar, sana lahat yan stop na tayo. We have a non-polar molecule. Pero polar yung bond. We proceed and ask ourselves, what's the shape? Okay, so nalinaw naman siya that this shall provide us in 180 degrees na yan, a linear na shape. Okay. So kung linear ang shape niyan, is there symmetry? Okay, so tingnan natin ulit through the dipoles. May difference dito, and that's actually polar. So magiging partially negative, positive ito, and this will be partially negative. Okay, so how do we draw our arrow now? From the smaller value to the higher value, so you have the arrow here. Okay, pero meron ka pang bonding doon. So you need to draw another arrow from the lower number to the higher value. You have another arrow there. The question, does that show us symmetry? Balance kaya siya? Yes. So, balance, do the dipoles cancel. One dipole going to the right and the other dipole moving to the left. Do they cancel out? Yes. Yes. Okay. So meaning there will be symmetry because the dipoles cancel. So is carbon dioxide a polar or a non-polar molecule? Non-polar molecule. Step 1. Ang bonds ba in water are all polar? Or at least may polar part ba ito? Okay, so HO lang naman yan. So it's bonding between H and O. 2.1, memorize na natin itong values na to. Oxygen is 3.5. 3.5 minus 2.1, the difference of 1.4. Okay. So, polar and polar? Polar. Okay, so what's our answer for step 1? Yes. Ito. We still cannot determine whether this is a polar molecule or not. Kasi kailangan natin malaman ang shape. You have already mentioned that a while ago. Anong shape? Water. Yes. So the bed shape is actually yung shape na is being affected by this. What do you call this? Okay. Mga yan, those pair of electrons na hindi nakapagban, na nakaisat ka lang. Those are what we call the lone pairs. Okay. And we said that shape is bent or angular. Okay. With this shape, does this show symmetry? Check na natin. Paano ang magiging dipole ni OH? From H to O, O to H. Mataas yung may O, so papunta sa kanya ang arrow. And so with this. Okay. So moving towards oxygen. Are we combining this or are these two canceling out? They will combine into a stronger net. Ito na siya. Meaning, do we have symmetry or not? No, because the dipoles are not cancelled. Okay. So this is now definitely a polar molecule. Lagi naman natin narinig. Water is a polar molecule. Okay. Next step. CH4. 4 methane. With that structure. Okay. So it's between C and H. What's the polarity? Is that a polar bond? Okay. What's the difference? But C is 2.5. H 2.1. The difference of 0.4 from our brackets. The polarity, it's non-polar. Okay, so this is a no. So what can we say? Okay, we already have now a non-polar molecule. Kung matigas ang ulo natin, mag-proceed tayo at hindi pa rin malaman yung shape. Okay, what's the shape of CH4? Okay, so moving apat, it provides us with a tetrahedral shape. Does this show us symmetry? This is methane. Carbon black, and we have single bonds with every oxygen atom. Okay. So, looking at this, will this give us symmetry? Lahat ng angles na titignan mo, papunta doon, kakancelin mo, and yan kakancelin mo. So, all dipoles cancel out, meaning we have a symmetry, the dipoles cancel, we have a non-polar molecule. Okay, so buo na ba yung ating idea about molecular polarity? Two factors tayo, one polarity, and what's the other one? Molecular geometry. And receptor, another activity. Okay. So are we ready with this activity? Let's call it polarity proving. Okay. So apat lang na groups. We once had our grouping on your interests. So itong magiging grouping natin. our group 1 will be the visual modelers. So you will be working on our molecular kit. Dito. And then group 2 will be our electronegativity analyst. Kung kita mga yan, yung mga mathematicians natin. Then, we have diagram decoders. Gustong mag-sketch dyan. Ito ang sa inyo. And of course, ang ating mga digital natives. Ating mga ICT detectives. This group 4. Okay, so mag-regroup tayo. 1. And then 2 na lang ang 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are 5 groups. Let's rearrange. Regroup tayo to our new grouping. Okay, please do that in 1 minute. And then let's proceed with what we need to do. Okay. So please get your materials. We have 1. Group 2. Andun na sa side yung inyong the molecule that we will be working with. SO3, group 1. Then we have group 2, you work with HCN, hydrogen cyanide. Please bring out a sheet of paper where you can show your calculations. Sketch. Ito bang group 2? Okay. And we have group 3. Please show the arrows for NH3 ammonia. Let's use yung back part na lang ng isang lagyan mo. You use the back part na. Then you can show your and group 4, please use this link. Okay. Okay. Okay, na serial molecules. Ito. Kung malakpak ang tapos na. Okay, so let's have our visual modelers. Sila daw mauna.
The shape of sulfur trioxide is trigonal planar, so it's nonpolar. Why? Because the dipoles between each bonds cancel each other out, so the molecule is nonpolar.
Okay, so ibang bagsak para sa ating visual modelers. Okay, very good. Visual modelers. Who's next? Diretso na tayo kay Q. Kaya na tayo mag-isip. What's your molecule? Okay. So you are the electronegativity analyst. Okay. So we an analyst, what do you have there for HCN, hydrogen cyanide?
For hydrogen and carbon po, is electronegativity is 0.4, while carbon and nitrogen po is 0.5.
And additional po, different po with different terminal atoms, so it's polar.
Okay.
That's why hydrogen cyanide po is polar, because they have different terminal atoms.
Okay. So kaya ba daw, ang terminal atoms na attach to central atom carbon, so you have the bond between carbon and hydrogen, and the bond between carbon and nitrogen. And the bond between carbon and nitrogen is polar. That makes now a symmetry for the sa ating molecule ng hydrogen cyanide. Kaya ulitin natin, hydrogen cyanide is polar. Okay, next natin. Let's have our decoders. Diagram decoders. Sana nakikita sila diagram.
Our compound and NH3 are also called ammonia. So this is the Lewis structure of our compound known as ammonia. Since nitrogen is under group 5, Lewis structure of this may matitira po siya ng isang pair of one lone pair. Each one of the it is a polar molecule since the dipole moments here add up to hindi po sila nagka-cancel. And since nitrogen's electronegativity is 3.0 and hydrogen's electronegativity is 2.1, smaller the electronegativity, the more na attracted sila sa mas mataas na electronegativity. So therefore, under siya value ng polar molecule. So we can consider it as polar kasi hindi sila they do not cancel out. They do not repel. Then we also do the molecular geometry ng structure, which is tetrahedron. Since given that our electronegativity is 3.0, mas malakas yung hatak ng nitrogen. Kaya ganito po yung molecular geometry.
Okay? So, the dipoles do not cancel. Do we agree with that? Okay. May nakita lang ako isa. Are we really sure that the geometry or the shape is tetrahedral?
Tatlo po yung mga papers.
Tatlo.
Then may isang
May isa. But it is a non-bonding pair. It is a lone pair. So that's 3, 1. 3 with a 1 lone pair. Sana kung ano siya, kung may surrounding atom na pang-apat, that will be tetrahedral. Pero it's not an atom. It is a lone pair. So it will be trigonal pyramidal. Okay, so polar. Sabi niya polar. Okay, so that's correct. Ammonia is a polar molecule. Actually, isa nakaka-affect dyan, again, is its lone pair. Okay, it's trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal is an asymmetrical shape. Yes. Okay, so very good sa ating mga decoders. Lasahan naman natin sila.
The molecule chloroform or CHCl3 is polar because of their dipoles. They do not cancel and it's also asymmetrical.
Si carbon dioxide dito na naging example natin, there's no net dipole that you see, no orange line, right? Because all the dipoles cancel out. Okay, so it is non-polar. At pwede ninyo siyang iikot para mas makita ninyo kung hindi niyo masyado kita yung particular angle. Okay, so okay tayo with this activity? Naintindihan natin lahat? Okay. Okay, lab life tayo. From lab to life. Okay. O balikan natin yung ating mix or clash kanina na activity. Okay, where we try to mix two different types of liquid substances, such as water, gasoline, oil, and vinegar. Okay, and yung pag-form ng solution or then mixing up or clashing out is actually being guided by a certain chemistry principle. Okay, so this is a rule of thumb in chemistry, which is called like dissolves like. Okay, so this means that substances with the same molecular properties, okay, they dissolve each other. Kung liquids yan, they are actually, we say they are miscible in each other. Miscibility is yung solubility ng liquid in another liquid. Okay, so like dissolves like in terms of molecular polarity, that means that, okay, Arturo, here word ito, use molecular polarity.
Polar dissolves polar and non-polar dissolves non-polar.
Okay, so very good. Like dissolves like. Ang pwede lang i-dissolve in polar substance ay isa rin polar substance. Ang non-polar substance ay mag-dissolve lang sa isa pang non-polar substance. Kung ipagpilitan ko si polar at non-polar, would they dissolve each other? No. Okay, no way. So, that is why kanina we were able to determine that water is polar. So with this table, pwede na natin sabihin kung anong polarity nila kahit hindi na natin may test yung ating factors kanina. Alam na natin kasi water is polar. Water and vinegar mixed together, meaning vinegar is polar or non-polar? Polar na rin siya. Very good. Okay. What about yung separation, yung water and oil? Again, we know that water is polar, but it did not mix with water. So that means oil is non-polar. Nagkaroon ng layers kanina based on your observations. Okay, so what is gasoline then? The molecules of gasoline are non-polar. Okay. Oil and vinegar, sabi ninyo, they form layers again that did not mix together. Okay. Oil, we have already determined it is non-polar. The vinegar, na-determine na rin natin kanina, polar. Tama nga ba na hindi sila dapat magsama? In terms of polarity. Yes, polar and polar. Dapat like dissolves like. Okay, finally, oil and gasoline. Ano ulit si oil? Non-polar. Ano ulit si gasoline? Non-polar. Okay, not polar, non-polar. Are we consistent with our observation a while ago? Yes, okay. So looking at this structure of soap, can you tell me the reason why that's so clean? Other hands? Harap? Okay, Maria, can you give me a good reason for this?
Na-attach po siya sa oils and grease po. Then, nag-create po siya ng tiny bubbles po. And make po siya ng water, which is yung hydrophilic part po, para po ma-wash out po yung oils and grease po.
Accepted niyo ba yung explanation ngayon? Okay, so kung nakapunan ng grease oil ang damit ninyo, kailangan ng laban. Gamit ang sabon at tubig. Okay, that sabon, may non-polar, may polar pa. Okay. So yung non-polar part ng sabon, oil and grease is also, polar ng polar. Non-polar ba sa activity natin kanina. Okay, so yung non-polar part needs soap will work on the non-polar grease. Okay. E paano naman yung polar part niya? Binabad niyo sa tubig yung para mabasa yung damit. Okay, so there will also be a particular connection also between the soap and water. So ang nangyayari actually, tama sa atin ni Marian, that soap actually is the connector between water at saka yung stain or yung grease sa damit natin. Okay. Then, or later on, wash away sa stain na din si damit. Gets na natin ang ating love life? Yes! Okay, so let's complete the rule now. A molecule is polar if, a molecule is non-polar if. Okay, can you give me an idea? A molecule is polar if. Ito nga tayo kay First Group, Elisha.
A molecule is polar if
Tama ba? Asymmetrical molecules or polar molecules? Okay, so very good. What about the next one? A molecule is non-polar if. Fatima?
A molecule is non-polar po if it's symmetrical and that goes not cancel. Cancel pala. Sorry.
Dahil ko nasa Fatima. Okay. So, tama. A molecule is non-polar if it is symmetrical and the dipoles cancel. Okay. So, may hanapin pa ba tayo ibang explanation dyan? Always remember, polarity of a molecule does not just depend on electronegativity, but it helps, okay? Or just shape, okay? It depends on both working together. So, sabay dapat yan. Electronegativity to determine the bond. Then, later on, we determine the molecular geometry. Okay, o, last na to. Let's see kung talagang tayo ay nakaintindi. Guys, let's form pairs. Let me see your pairs. Request kayo dito yung iba so I can see the pairs. One, then prepare one smartphone. Okay? So, some pairs stay here. Sige na. So, I can determine. I'll give an award later kasi. Kailangan meron akong ma-observe. So, yung questions, you read silently muna, individually. And later on, you discuss and reason with your partner. Okay? Saka kayo mag-decide anong pipilitin mo. Sagot. And sagutin. At tingnan natin. So you think of your name as a pair.
Last question.
Okay, last question na. Tingnan muna natin ang atin. Last. Basahin mabuti para tama ang sito. Okay, tanggalin naman natin lahat. So, podium na tayo, first three. Okay, so this only proves ang ating mga scores na naiintindihan natin ang ating lesson on molecular polarity. Okay? Hindi ko nabalik sa okay, so ang ating top 10, si high scorer natin kanina. Mali na kayo. Partner. Si Brother. Yay! Congratulations. Papadala ko na lang yung package. Fastest thinkers natin. Sila daw ang fastest for right answers. Sino kaya yun? Yes, nandito kanina. Dalawang. Mael. Who's Mael? Yes. Congratulations. Then, we get collaborators. Si Nando, si ano, sila yung observe ko kanina. Congratulations. And congratulations also everyone. Kahit tama Clarity? Yes. Okay, so let's call this a day. Let's have more of chemistry by next meeting on ang ating next lesson on intermolecular forces of attraction. So have a good day, class. And a good day.